Welcome to The Link this Wednesday evening. And this is our final discussion this year. And looking forward to seeing you next year. And the person who ends our discussion on The Link this year is Julius Chaze, who's the CEO of SWANS Avenue. Probably you watch music videos, you see SWANS. Now we have the man himself in the studio. Is going to, we're talking music, but the business of music. Julius, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Many young people or older people, they have talent.
Yeah.
And yet, because you exist, professionalism can come into the market on the music side. How does a talented musician transition from just talent to becoming a professional musician?
So there's talent, and then there's what you're calling a professional musician.
Yes.
A lot of people are talented, like in the industry. We meet them all the time. Like some of the most talented people you've not even seen on TV or heard.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, talent alone is not enough. You could be talented and you're driven by passion.
Yeah.
But you have to get the professional tricks in place. And nothing complicated. We're talking about simple things. Hire the right manager, work with the right people, what everyone deems to be professional. Show up on time when you're needed to, brand yourself well. And once you do that, then you're putting value on the talent.
Yes.
And that's what people will pay for, because they can rely on you, because they can expect you to show up. Because they've seen you have the numbers, but you won't get the numbers unless if you do the right things in terms of how you communicate, in terms of how you show up. And that's when you start getting paid, because you put a commercial value to the talent, then you get paid. Once you get paid, then you can say, this is my profession. Okay. This is what makes you then a professional performing artist. Otherwise, talent alone, a lot of people are talented. How
critical, Julius, is my mindset? I get talented, I start to rise a little bit, I am all over the place. How critical is mindset?
Like in many things in life, I think mindset is everything. A lot of the musicians that you see self-destruct themselves. Yeah. And there's also, like in this business, I've seen musicians having a very dangerous level of entitlement. They feel because they are talented and they are big, society owes them, things. But at the end of the day, or you find a musician because maybe they've done well for themselves, when they have a problem, they expect people to come to their rescue, like the public, come and rescue me, or authority.
And they don't.
But because it comes back to you, it's you're doing it for yourself, for starters. You're doing it for yourself, pay your bills, take care of your family. It's a job. Because when you start saying society owes me because I've been successful, then it should owe teachers as well, then it should owe other people. So people need to take responsibility, I feel, as musicians.
You need to take it seriously as a business.
As a business, yeah.
Managers, what makes a professional manager for an artist? You see, there are all these people. My brother manages me, my uncle. Yeah. What makes a professional manager for an artist?
Okay, from experience, I would say 3 things.
Yes.
If you're an individual trying to venture into artist management, or if you're an artist trying to hire a manager, there are things you need to consider. One, you need to pick a responsible adult. Someone who keep your business running, even when you're drunk, who keep your business running when you're on tour, who keep your business running when you're in studio or doing rehearsals. So one, it needs to be a very responsible person who's going to, keep their heads straight, head on the shoulders and get the things moving. Two, they need to demonstrate a high level of understanding of the music business. They need to know, how do you market an artist? How do you promote music? How do you brand them? They need to understand that well. They need to know, which producer is doing what at the time, who are the good writers. So they must demonstrate a good understanding of the business. Yeah. And then lastly, from experience, I think people management skills, like people skills, is very, very key.
Critical.
Because as a manager, most of the time you're negotiating deals. You're discussing reconciliations because an artist didn't do this or this happened. You're negotiating contract. You're negotiating collaborations. You need to build relationships with producers. You know, there's a lot of negotiation going on. So if you do not have that skill to work with people and build networks, it's going to make you a weak manager. So for someone looking to hire a manager, they must have that. And I'm not talking about manipulating people.
No.
But having the ability to work with people and build relationships is a very, very key aspect.
I see an opportunity there, Julius, for people who have done management. They think management is office. Kumbe, there is some space there. Let's move on because of time.
Yeah.
That means, and in line with what I said last, what other professional qualifications does the music industry need now besides talent? As you have said, based on the foregoing.
The music industry, like many other sectors, the opportunities are there. Career opportunities. For instance, for many years, we've not had, in the business, we've not had, you couldn't find a legal representation or lawyers that clearly understand how the music business works.
I agree.
Yeah, now we've started getting them.
Yeah.
You know, Siginam is doing a bit of work. KTA, Sempeban Katende are doing that.
Yeah.
But the opportunities are there, you know, intellectual property and all that. The opportunities in sound engineering. Producers themselves, videographers, like the creative arts industry is full of opportunities, but unfortunately the training is not there.
Yeah,
most of the guys that are working there are self-trained. And once you're self-trained in this country and you're the best in this country, people are comfortable. But what our colleagues have done in West Africa and other markets, self-trained, they get good in Nigeria or wherever, they go abroad and you know, enhance the skill and get better and start competing with the world. We've not done that so well in our country, but people are starting to do that. You see a lot of the guys here, the videographers, you know, going for workshops, you know, working with foreign directors and trying to, you know, enhance that skill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Swans Avenue, you play a role now. People know about you, and yet they don't know entirely about you. Let's start with this.
Yeah.
2-in-1. What role do companies like Swans, your company, play in professionalizing music? And lastly, what does Swans actually do?
Okay, for starters, Swans, we are a production company first.
Yeah.
A lot of people know us for the music and the artist, but we are bigger on actually producing content, producing film, which you call TV commercials.
Yeah.
We produce most of the big TV commercials in this country. We produce radio commercials. We are into events, marketing and promotions. We manage talent, which is what people know us for. We produce music as well. And a couple of other new ventures that are coming up. So what is our contribution? What is our role in professionalizing the industry?
Yeah.
So what we've done historically, even 10 years when we started, we always looking into the future. So we try not to always be in the moment because that has already been created. I'll give you an example. Some of the two things we've worked on recently. 10, 20 years ago, music was consumed differently.
True.
But we know 5, 10 years ahead, it's going to be consumed differently. And we've, you know, invested some money, developed a streaming platform called Sautis, where Ugandans will be able to stream Ugandan music cheaply.
On the go.
On the go, you know, wherever you are. And then later it will be African music. So we've been testing that, but it's live on the iOS store now. It's live on the Google store. And that's one of the many things. The other thing where we think will make impact for the industry, not just ourselves, is the writers. The music writers in this country have not been getting paid.
Absolutely.
Because for a writer to be paid, you must be under a publisher. Now we don't have any publisher. So we could sit and wait for the publishers, or we could become the publishers. So we've done all the hard work. We've registered as publishers. We've, you know, paid the global fees. We've done all the affiliations. And we've started signing writers.
That's good.
And soon writers will be able to collect money for our writers globally. And that doesn't benefit Swans alone, it benefits the entire industry, it benefits the writers. When the writers are getting paid, the musicians are getting paid, the producers are getting paid, everyone is happy, the industry is happy.
Okay.
And just not Uganda, but Africa as a whole.
Okay, Julius, well done. I see my time has run out. Viewers, you might watch music videos and you know the name Swans from there, but yeah, the CEO is telling us exactly what they do, much more. And even if you're not a singer, you're not in that space, there could be jobs try SWANS out. You know how to operate the camera and you think you have some edge. Julius here might have a job for you. That was the link for tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.